developments in the collective American past. But the listener will soon appreciate that it is no less crucial and valuable an undertaking. Recollecting, reconsidering, and reappraising is the only way to find the best path out of the morass. Seth Radwell, with his engaging style, has done just that, escorting us from the America of the Enlightenment to the United States of today in a way that will cause a great many of us to rethink. Many Americans long to see America achieve a higher level of civic responsibility and awareness. All of us, during the current crisis, have thought about particular tensions in the Republic's institutional framework. In recent times, the questions of the scope and competence of federal health agencies and whether Supreme Court judges should serve for life have grabbed nearly everyone's attention, even if only for brief moments. But how many, bringing the Enlightenment and its best traditions into the picture, have set out before our minds the entire array of what, fragmentarily and in particular instances, political scientists as well as many ordinary citizens envisage as much needed, highly requisite, institutional changes? It is refreshing to see how Radwell has comprehensively unpacked American history and, in short, sharp, and very clear sections, laid it out in proper order for us to inspect so that nothing remains technical or unintelligible, and the complete panorama becomes a consistently exciting review. Being presented with a whole range of key structural changes, advised by the best logic of the Enlightenment debates surrounding the American Revolution and Constitution, is, for whoever samples it, a truly thought-provoking experience. To line up in one's mind and visualize from the combined perspective of past and present the entire basket of desirable egalitarian changes makes an unforgettable personal experience for the individual and is a valuable contribution to our democracy. Many today worry about the rapid growth of inequality in our society and wish for a greater collective effort and more funding to level up the educational playing field. Some see also the need for the education society provides to become less simplistically focused on vocational preparation and for civic and constitutional awareness to be nurtured along with a broadening of horizons. That is nothing new, nor is the conviction that addressing health care, education, and other inequalities through reform can only occur under a comprehensive federal program. Most already understand that these goals are not achievable without substantial raising of funding levels, and that such programs are impossible without increasing public spending, which in turn can only happen equitably by increasing the tax load on the wealthiest. Ever since the 18th century Enlightenment, the Democratic wing has consistently pressed for the richest element of society to be taxed more heavily in proportion to the less well-off, the adoption of what was called progressive taxation for the organized good of society as a whole. But the trend in recent decades has been the other way, and the undeniable fact is that since the 1950s and 1960s, society has actually drifted backward instead of forward with respect to wealth distribution, educational equality, and progressive taxation. Indeed, a sobering reality. Do we have to be taught all over again a principle firmly established before 1800, and a key plank of the democratic program promoted by the radical Enlightenment thinkers in Europe and their counterparts in the United States, Benjamin Franklin, Thomas Jefferson, Thomas Paine, Joel Barlow, and later Margaret Fuller, those who led the American radical Enlightenment tendency, namely, that you cannot have genuine equality and equal rights for all, and a successful democratic republic that truly promotes the common good without raising the general educational level. And you cannot raise the general educational level without introducing progressive taxation. Such considerations have long been brewing in many minds, but joining our thoughts about these general points with the proposed institutional changes prominent in the news during the present phase of political upheaval and crisis in America, such as whether we should alter the presidential impeachment procedure, end life appointments for Supreme Court judges, and strengthen the scope and professionalism of federal health agencies, and then aligning